Yo, did I tell you about that time one of the bros in the comments challenged me to a dress off? Talking about we both live in New York, so we can get together 3 outfits each. He wants to have a menswear versus. I mean, what are we, 12 years old in junior high trying to impress the same girl? Intro. Oh, I would have washed them, by the way. Just for the record.
You should come rolling my shit.
Yo, what up? My name is Vladimir Riché from chaseandrider.com. In today's video, we're going to talk about 9 menswear habits keeping you from looking stylish. And I think that number 9 might be the best one. Let's go. Number 1, not paying attention to fit. Getting the fit just right is probably the most important part of the whole thing. I think a lot of guys think that if their suit is nice, that's number 1, and then the fit is secondary. No, if it doesn't fit, nothing else really matters, man. Now, I'm not saying this is easy, but this is where you need a good tailor to guide you. There are so many things that could go wrong with a suit jacket. Anything from the shoulder, to a collar gap, to pulling at the buttons in the back. All those things bring everything crashing down. I mean, it's cool and all that you have a nice suit on, but if you have to walk the whole day with the button unbuttoned because it's too tight, you're not really fooling anyone, man. So that's why it's very important for you to get the fit right, and that's why it's very important for you to have a good tailor that's going to have your back. Number 2 is putting your shoes last when thinking about your outfit. Personally, I always start with the shoes. I've seen some guys put more attention on their socks than they do their shoes. Doesn't really make any sense, man. I don't usually put a bunch of thought into what I'm going to wear unless, let's say, I have a new suit and I'm looking to take it for a spin. But the first thing that I think about is what shoes I'm going to wear, and then I build the rest of my outfit after that. Now, today's outfit is a little bit different. So today I'm wearing a green suit, but the reason why I'm wearing the green suit is because somebody had asked me he doesn't know how to pull off a green suit. So I wanted to show him how it's done. So in this case, I did think about the suit first, but immediately after the suit, I thought about the shoes. Green and brown is a great combination, so I know I wanted to wear some dark brown shoes. So I immediately started to think which one of my shoes I want to wear today. And then after that, that's when you think about the tie. I also wanted a tie that's going to have some brown in it, because once again, brown and green is really nice. But the shoes shouldn't be last, you know what I mean? They can be second, but me personally, I always start with the shoes. Number 3 of the 9 habits keeping you from looking stylish is following trends. To me, that's one of the worst things that you can do. Like, who wants to keep checking what's in style every year? This is why classic menswear is so important. 5 years from now, I can put the same thing on, and I'm still going to be stylish. 5 years ago, I could have put that on, and I would have still been stylish. I'm wearing my tie that's 3.5 inches. This tie is proportional. Is going to be in 20 years from now. Classic menswear. That's what we do. Number 4 is not using a pocket square. A pocket square is one of those little things that make a huge difference. A few years ago, I made a video on how to pair your pocket square with your tie. It's one of those things, if it's not done right, that could really destroy your look. And I think that video is really good. So if you haven't seen it, I'll link it somewhere up here. I'll also include it in the description. And that's a video that I wish I had when I was starting off, because I was lost. Not only I wasn't wearing pocket squares at first, but once I started wearing them, I was only wearing white ones because I didn't know how to pair the pocket square colors with my tie. Just for a quick summary, what you want to do is find a secondary color in the tie that's probably the primary color in the pocket square, or vice versa. But you should definitely experiment with pocket squares, man. When I say pocket squares, I'm not just talking about the white ones either. Definitely get into the colorful ones as well. And if you're confused about how to do it, watch that video first and you'll be fine. Number 5, this one really bothers me, man. It's always buying the cheapest option. Now, it's one thing if the person doesn't have the money and they're bargain shopping, but I work with a lot of guys that they have it. They just feel like it's not important enough, so they're always looking for a sale, and then by the time the sale comes around, their size is sold out. Why would you want to buy the cheapest option? I know it's not always the case that the more expensive, the better the quality, but a lot of times it is. The crazy thing is a lot of these guys will spend mad money on Jordans too, but they want to see when the shoes drop to 150 so that they can buy it. Make that make sense. So my advice is always to buy less and pay more, which means always try to buy the best that you can afford. Don't try to be cheap just to be a cheapskate. Number 6 of the 9 habits keeping you from looking stylish is not experimenting with classic menswear. Like, I know I was just saying before that you're always following trends, but in this one, I'm talking about some of the classic menswear principles like pleats, side tabs, suspenders, cuffs. A lot of guys are scared of those things, talking about they don't look good on me. So all these little things that you are ignoring, those are the things that are keeping you from looking stylish. Experiment. You don't like it, you don't like it. But how do you know you don't like it if you don't try it? And one thing I really hate is when guys tell me they can't pull certain things off. Like, why not? Like, what do you think about yourself like that? Yeah, not everything is for everybody, but to automatically think that you can't pull something off, it's just crazy to me. Number 7, not wearing any cologne. I know I haven't really talked about cologne on this channel. I don't consider myself an expert in that field or anything like that, but I do like to smell good. Like if you look really sharp in your suit and you have no kind of scent associated with you, I feel like something is missing. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to have like 100 bottles. I only have like 5 myself, although I'm starting to get more and more into it. And now that I'm realizing what exactly works good with my skin, but put some cologne on. Number 8, this one kills me. It's not wearing a watch, or even worse, wearing the wrong watch. Actually, I don't know which one is worse, not wearing one at all or wearing the wrong one. I think wearing the wrong one is probably worse. Because if you're not wearing one at all, it could just be like you forgot it, you know? But you can't be wearing a suit and then you're wearing an Apple Watch. That just doesn't make any sense, man. It's like when Steph Curry went to the White House very recently. He's wearing a suit with a diver. And one of my friends said, I'm pretty sure he didn't go there to swim. Get a dress watch, man, you know what I mean? And if you're not wearing a watch at all, you don't want somebody to ask you for the time, and then you pull out a cell phone. You see where I'm going with this? And the last one, number 9, this is a really good one too, is not having any in-between clothes. And what I mean by that is your casual clothing. It's either you in hoodies and sweats or you in a suit. Now, once again, don't get me wrong, I was one of those guys. But what you have to understand is there is such a thing as being overdressed. I think a lot of people think there isn't. To me, there is. I remember going to a New Year's Eve party years ago, and I showed up in a gray flannel suit, tie and everything. Now, I know flannel is supposed to be a little bit more casual, but most people don't know that. They just see somebody in a suit and tie. And I remember when the homeowner opened the door, he kind of gave me a look like, why is this guy wearing a suit, you know? I guess it's better to be overdressed than underdressed. Showing up in some hoodies and sweats would have been even crazier. But you have to have some in-between clothes. Obviously, if it was right now, I probably would have been wearing a blazer or a sport coat with some trousers. No tie, you know what I mean? And that would have fit right in. As opposed to, it looked like I was trying to stand out when that wasn't my intention. I just didn't have any in-between clothes. So it's either I was in sweatpants and a hoodie or I was in a suit. So you should definitely invest in some in-between clothes, because not everything requires for you to wear a full suit, you know what I mean? But you still want to look stylish while doing so. So these were the 9 habits keeping you from looking stylish. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite one. And if you want to know what I'm wearing today, definitely follow me on Instagram and you can catch my get ready with me on exactly what I'm wearing for this video. So hit the thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe, or everybody gonna think that you're a hater. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.